Hi, my name is Carol Hegwood. I am the Executive Director of Distinguished Young Women, and today I'm with Jocelyn Osmond, the Distinguished Young Woman of Utah. And so we're going to chat for a little bit so we can get to know Jocelyn better. So if you don't mind, Jocelyn, tell me how you found out about Distinguished Young Women and what about it interests you, kind of got you interest peaked in participating.
Yes. So first off, let me just say I am so excited to start talking with you, Miss Carol. I have been looking forward to this meeting. Kate, so something that a lot of people that don't know about me is that I am currently being raised by a single mom. And in the past couple of years, thinking about my future and financial stuff and college, I have been wondering how I'm going to afford it. And it wasn't until I heard about the Distinguished Young Women program that I found a way to be supported. And not only wasn't it just performing and going out there and having a community to support me and build me up and have girls that understand me and have the same interests or different interests, but it also gave me the scholarship money to be able to invest into my future, which is something I truly believe ages well. So if any of you who are listening are looking for scholarship money or ways that you can serve your community during your hard times, I would highly recommend the Distinguished Young Women program.
Which is why we're here. So many people think, oh, there's so many scholarship opportunities out there. And there are more than there used to be, more than when we started. But
Right.
still, there are individuals out there that still need access to scholarships. And through Distinguished Young Women, we make $1.3 billion in scholarship opportunities available, even for those of you who don't make it to maybe that state level or even to the national level. Those
Right.
dollars are out there, and we just want to help people find them. And you're right, we all need that help and assistance for sure. So, some girls are hesitant when they see the program, they hear about it, they think, oh, this might not be for me, or maybe I don't want to do fitness on stage like that. What would you say to those girls that are kind of hesitant, kind of nervous about getting involved?
I would say that you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. And something that I love is that anyone can be the distinguished young women of your state, of America, or of your community. And I think the best way to find things out is to show up and to get your hands dirty and see if you like it. And if you don't, that's okay too. But I do have to say, you never know if you don't try. And I think that you would find yourself learning and growing a lot with the Distinguished Young Women program.
So absolutely, you're right. We got to take a risk. Life's about taking risk and trying new things. And
Great.
it's really not that hard when you do it, is it?
No, it's super fun. Try new things and it might become your strength.
Exactly. And the amazing thing about it is the relationships you make.
Yeah.
Through Distinguished Young Women, some of my best friends are people that I made through Distinguished Young Women, whether it was participating myself or volunteering all the years before I actually became ED and now
Wow.
as ED. And I love to watch on social media and all of you make those friendships and expand, more than just pass the scholarship money, which is key, but with the relationships that are made, even with host families.
Totally. It's a community, which
Yeah.
I think is super cool. You uplift each other.
Exactly, exactly. And part of our theme for DYW this year is the ripple effect.
I
And so
love that.
what we want everybody to realize is every little act, every word that's said about distinguishing women, every dollar that's given to distinguishing women, it affects so many other people. And so one thing we want to do is make sure that this word is spread to girls your age group, for sure. Like you were saying, looking for those opportunities for scholarships. How do you think you can use that kind of ripple effect message to reach people your age and get more people involved, whether it's girls participating or even volunteers at that level too?
Yeah, of course, we want to continue what the Distinguished Young Women program is doing to promote this awesome opportunity. But I actually have something that I think I can bring to the table that we haven't seen before, which is I'm a networker and I currently host what's called the KSL Teen Talk Radio Show. And my large demographic, believe it or not, is actually directed towards teenagers. And that's the same demographic that is the Distinguished Young Women program demographic. So I think if I were to have the opportunity to hopefully be the Distinguished Young Women of America, I would love to partner with the Distinguished Young Women program and spread that message even further. I also am in contact with SiriusXM, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify right now to try and syndicate this show nationally. So I just think we all have our own talents, we all have our own things, and if we can try and hone in on those to make a difference, I think that is truly what the ripple effect should be and is.
And so we have our alums, and last year at our national finals, we celebrated the I'm an alum. And
Yeah.
so, you know, even though, yes, to be named Distinguished Young Woman of America is our ultimate goal, we're so much more right about the relationships like we talked about earlier and celebrate
Totally.
the program past it. And one thing we're doing is trying to reach out to our alums and our current representatives. And you're right, everybody has a talent. Everybody has something to bring to the table
Yes.
and help this program grow. And I'm a firm believer in we all have our talents and we don't know all the answers and none of us know everything, but working together
Right.
as a team and a community. So I love your ideas. Those are great.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you.
so far as the Distinguished Young Woman of Utah, what are some things that you've done or what are some things you're looking forward to doing?
Yes. So I am in the works of inclusivity. My grandpa is hearing impaired, and growing up, I would hear his story of not being included. And I resonate with this because I was the new kid, and I know what it feels like to be that kid sitting alone at lunch. We've all seen that person. I've been that person. Carol, maybe you've been that person too. But my goal is to see everyone for who they are. Something that I've done so far is actually write a bill called Minor Voices Matter. And I've been able to propose that bill on the national Washington, D.C. floor, which has been super cool. That's something I'm in the works of right now. And my goal as the Distinguished Young Women of Utah is to bring those barriers and those stereotypes away that we can all feel like we have a place. And I think a lot of us can find that community here in the Distinguished Young Women.
I love that. And every year that the young women come here, for sure, it is quite the diverse group of women. So many different backgrounds, so many different talents and abilities and experiences that people have. And you're
Yeah.
right, everybody needs to be noticed. Everybody needs to find their place and you don't
Totally.
see that person in the corner that is alone. So I
Right.
love that you're looking for those people. And one of our platforms that we use is the Be Your Best Self program. Celebrating that and reaching out to especially young children who struggle. I'm a former elementary teacher. And so one of my things is social development with these young kids. And so Be Your Best Self always fit into that for me.
Love that.
So as a Be Your Best Self representative that goes out and talks about this, how do you strive to be your best self every day?
Yeah, honestly, for me, I just tried to be real and break stereotypes. Of course, I fit into the stereotype of a cheerleader and a student council rep, but what a lot of people don't see me as, which I love, a core part of me, is I'm a tech nerd. And I am actually the president of our school's technology student association. Guys, I like to code, I like to try it all. And I think something that I've learned is that being a leader is being real and being a listener more than it is talking and speaking at people. And I think if we can show that through our authenticity and the gifts that we've been given at birth, then it really does make a difference.
Absolutely. Yes. Being your best self. And that means being who you are and trying
Yep.
things for absolutely sure. So you're in your last half of your senior year,
Yes.
the light at the end of the tunnel. So what is it that you're looking forward to as you come to this last part of your senior year?
You know, I am at the point where I want to cherish every moment. I don't think I would go back and relive a day. I'm excited for the future, but I am hoping to go into political science or broadcast journalism. I have a business mind. I'm a bargain shopper. I've got champagne taste with the ramen noodle budget, and I am ready to get going and hit the ground. I just want to make a difference. And I want to be someone who cares about other people and sees them for who they are and goes after the one. And I am excited to try and advocate for other people because that's truly how I want to be. And that's what I've tried to implement as the Distinguished Young Woman of Utah.
So do you have plans for college where you'd like to go?
Yes, so I received a letter from Harvard asking if I wanted to apply. So I applied, I had a 45-minute interview, and then they got back to me and they're going to make a final decision in March. So I'm excited. They said they're still interested, so we're going to see how that goes. If not, I am really interested in some of the Utah colleges that's close and it's affordable, especially with my own situation financially. But I'm so grateful for the DYW program that I get to afford higher education. It's been such a blessing.
Well, that sounds exciting and good luck on that for sure. And
Thank
great
you.
goals. Do you see political science and broadcast journalism coming together at some point?
You know, time will tell. We'll see.
We might see you on one of those news stations one day.
Oh, you rock.
So tell me, we're getting quickly coming to national finals time. We are in full planning mode. When we come back from Christmas, we jump fully in. So we can't wait to have all of you here. But how are you preparing for national finals?
Yes, I am preparing every day. I feel like I've been preparing for this opportunity my entire life in a way, Carol, just learning how to be a good person, have a servant's heart, to work hard for the things that I care about and for the people that I care about. And I think in that regard, not much has changed. But for me, I am dedicated to try and serve and be prepared to hopefully serve on a higher capacity once I get there, whether it's with the girls or with the staff or with the people I get to meet in Mobile. I'm so excited. I've never been, so you got to show me the reins. But yeah, I'm prepping each day with who I am with integrity. So I'm excited.
Yes, but we will make sure we turn the heat up really high. You know, it gets pretty hot here in Mobile, Alabama, but we do love to have y'all go out into the community because Mobile absolutely loves our distinguished young women and they get excited. And when I run into people at church or out in the community, they're all like, ooh, they're coming, they're coming, they're getting excited. So we love having that
Cute.
opportunity to serve y'all here in Mobile and have you in turn serve the community of Mobile. So won't be long. Thank you for talking with me today, and we
Thank
cannot
you.
wait to have you and your fellow representatives join us in just a few months.
Thank you, Carol. It's been awesome.